Is finding your dream career feeling impossible right now? You're not alone. Welcome to Career Blueprint, the podcast that helps you figure out your next career move. We explore the trends in tech shaking up the job market, giving you the unfiltered advice you need, whether you're starting out, changing direction, or guiding someone else. Let's figure out what's next for you together. This is Career Blueprint. Around 30% of physician practices in the U.S. currently use ambient listening AI technology, and over 3,000 hospital systems have adopted it. It is one of the fastest growing AI applications in healthcare. Different versions of the technology are made by several companies, including Ambient Healthcare, Abridge, Suki AI, Nuance DAX, OnPoint Healthcare Partners, Nabla. So if you haven't encountered it yet at your doctor's office, keep your eyes open. It's coming. I recently experienced the software myself during my annual exam with my physician. After I was shown to my exam room, I noticed a super small discreet sign on the back of the exam room door warning patients that my doctor may be using an ambient listening device. Honestly, I was a bit freaked out. I don't want my cholesterol levels, my weight, my medical history floating around on the internet. So when my doctor came in my exam room, I immediately started to grill her about the technology. She very patiently answered my questions. And after my questions just kept coming, she offered to run an experiment with me to let me say whatever I want during the exam to test the software, and then she would let me see what the final report looked like at the end. I liked this because I'm definitely a trust but verify kind of person. So I put my privacy concerns aside, and we proceeded with the visit using the listening device. We talked about normal stuff, but I also planted a few choice comments about my health insurance and the state of the world, and I expressed my concerns about the software itself and how technology is taking over everything. At the end of the visit, she immediately turned her computer to me and invited me to read the notes the software had recorded simultaneously while we were speaking. I was shocked, truly shocked. I expected a word-for-word recitation of what I said with some errors that needed correction, something similar to using the dictation feature on your phone. But what I saw was different. It was better. The report was a neat, short summary of the medical issues we discussed. It didn't include my doctor's questions, my comments regarding my health insurance or the state of the world or the software. None of that was reflected. Instead, it was a clinical summary of what I had said about my physical and mental health. The report used full sentences. It didn't have any punctuation errors. More importantly, it was accurate, 100% accurate. It looked exactly like I would have expected my doctor to have typed herself. So you can see how ambient AI listening software is a game changer in medicine, where documentation is a constant challenge. This leads me to think, as this technology is adopted and improved, how is it going to change jobs in the healthcare industry? We've all heard that AI is coming for our jobs and that robots will soon replace us. But the reality is much more nuanced. So let's take a look at a couple of jobs and think about how might the software affect them. The most obvious place to start is with physicians themselves. And the short answer is that most physicians are going to love this technology. You may not know this, but we have a significant shortage of physicians right now. The Association of American Medical Colleges estimates that the U.S. needs at least 34,000 more physicians right now to adequately address demand for medical services. And they are projecting that the shortage will dramatically grow over the next 10 years to as many as 86,000 more physicians needed as our population ages. With baby boomers retiring and aging, the demand for medical services is expected to grow and peak in the next 10 to 20 years. So we need more physicians, not less. This is particularly true for primary care physicians and all types of doctors in rural areas. Making this worse, Waves of physicians are retiring early because of burnout. Almost 50% of physicians today report feeling burnout and are thinking about quitting. That's not good for any of us given our current shortage. One of the primary drivers for physicians' job dissatisfaction is administrative burdens, particularly documentation requirements. Most physicians enter the field of medicine because they want to help people. They want to connect with their patients, understand what is going on, and help them feel better. They didn't go through 11 years or more of education after high school so they could type on a computer. Freeing physicians from the computer screen helps them connect with their patients, which drives their job satisfaction. And frankly, it's better for patients as well. So ambient listening AI technology is a win for most physicians. It is likely to augment and improve their job, not replace them.